Thankfully, I started sneezing before I started streaming. Goodness. Hopefully, we are good to go live now. Hopefully, everything is okay. As I started sneezing right before I even hit the live button, dude. Sheesh. Just making sure we're all up and good to go. Yeah, we are. Sweet. Game's gonna start here in about 5 minutes. Brian Wu versus I forget the guy's first name, but it's Hogland for the Athletics. Finish that Red Bull. Got to stay awake. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get much sleep last night. I was actually at the game yesterday, which is why I didn't stream it. I was in attendance. Great ball game. M's got that W, and it was great all around. Time to see if the Mariners game will appear properly on the screen. Hopefully on this PC, and hopefully it stays that way. And if not, then we're going to go to the laptop, which would kind of suck. Unfortunately, it's looking like we're going to have to go to the laptop. Might as well bring that up as a insurance policy. Thankfully, I've had it charging too, so should be all right. Charged a good amount too. Sweet. Ugh. A little bit of an earlier game today than I would usually expect, at least from a day game. But the Mariners are going back home after an off day tomorrow to go against the Toronto Blue Jays. Second time the Mariners will be seeing the Blue Jays this year. Second and final time the Mariners will be seeing the Blue Jays. Move that down. There we go. And we should be all right in the meantime. And if it ever pops up on my actual desktop, then we'll transition to that, no problem. A couple of new key moments in today's game. Randy Rosarena is back playing in the field. And so is the newly acquired Leody Taveras. We got him off waivers because the Rangers put him on the waiver wire. So he'll be making his Mariners debut today in right field, batting 7th, if I'm not mistaken. From what I've heard, he's a good fielder, not so much a hitter, but defense is always important. Cal Raleigh back in the catcher spot today after having a day off, a full day off, almost a full day off at catcher. The Mariners game is now on. Starting lineup, J.P. Crawford, Jorge Polanco, and Julio Rodriguez to round out the first three. Then goes to Cal Raleigh catching, batting 4th, then Randy Rosarena in left. And who's 6th? Rowdy Tellez is batting 6th. Then Taveras, Dylan Moore, and Ben Williamson to round out the 9. Very excited to see Leody Taveras make his Mariners debut. Let's hope he can get something. Maybe get his first hit as a Mariner. Would be very exciting. And we are all set for Mariners baseball here in Sacramento. J.P. Crawford leading off. Currently riding a 14-game hitting streak as he takes strike 1. So quickly 0-1 to J.P. Crawford here in the top of the first inning. And the 0-1 is high. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's get something going here. And the 1-1 is low, just below the knees. Another fastball that time, 2-1. Mariners came back from behind on their final 3 outs, working the bases loaded and pinch hitting Cal in 2 RBI single. As the 2-1 is fouled away, fastball on the outer edge. Cal Raleigh came in with a 3-0 count. Could have walked in a run, took a strike, and then hit ball 4 into right field for a 2 RBI single, which put the Mariners in front 4-3, and then a sacrifice fly by Dylan Moore put the Mariners ahead 5-3, and Mariners held on at the bottom of the 9th to win it. The 2-2, well upstairs. High curveball that time. The count draws full. Mariners looking to win this game and extend their series winning streak to 9 games, which would be very nice to see. And the payoff pitch, swinging a high fly ball out to right field. Lawrence Butler has it measured, makes the catch for the first out. And here comes Jorge Polanco, who was actually playing the field last night and was batting from the right side for the first time in a long time. Able to bat from his right side. Unfortunately, did not get a hit, but was a key part in that top of the 9th inning comeback as he worked a walk. And the first pitch to Polanco is swung on and missed at a high fastball 0-1. Jorge Polanco leading the ball club in RBI with 27 RBI. Crawford leading in hits, Cal Raleigh in home runs as he checks his swing outside, 1-1. Probably a changeup that time. Polo batting .356 with 9 home runs and 27 ribbies. Like I just mentioned, Crawford leading the ball club in hits with 33 total hits, and Cal Raleigh in home runs with 12, which is co-leading in the Major League lead with Aaron Judge. And the 1-1 is just at the knees low. So 2 balls and a strike now to Jorge Polanco, batting from his left side as the pitcher Hogland is a righty. And the 2-1. Fastball popped up into shallow left field. Left fielder coming on, but so is the Andujar called off by Seth Brown as he makes the catch in left field. 2 down. So here comes Julio Rodriguez. Homered on the first pitch he saw yesterday, which is very cool to see. He gave the Mariners an early 1-0 lead. which was, I believe, his sixth home run of the season. Maybe seventh. I can't quite remember. I do believe it was his sixth. And the first pitch to Julio is low, ball one. Looked like a sinker that time, kind of just spun down in the dirt at 94 miles an hour. The 1-0 to Julio. Swing the ground ball up the middle for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Julio Rodriguez. Had a 3-hit night last night. The home run, a little bloop single into right, and then a single into left field in the ninth inning yesterday. And here comes Cal Raleigh with an opportunity with one man on and 2 outs. Cal batting from his left side. First pitch to Cal is just inside. A good take there. Just missed the inner edge for ball one. Mariners an off day tomorrow. Then they're back home against the Blue Jays and the Yankees. It'll be a tough couple of series there, especially with the Yankees. But the Yankees are kind of spiraling by the looks of it, even though they won yesterday. Check over to first base, not in time. Julio's back there safely. Cal Raleigh on the road trip, 5 for 14 with 2 home runs and 7 RBI. Those 2 home runs and 5 of those RBI accounted for in the first game against the Rangers back on Tuesday, I believe it was. And the 1-0, or last Tuesday. Or no, that can't be right. It was last, Thursday? Thursday, Friday? Friday. It was Friday. Losing track of my days as Cal takes inside 2-0. Another breaking ball that time. So the 2-0 to Cal. The stretch and the pitch. In there for a strike. Fastball in the upper inside corner. The 2-1 to Cal. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Foul. Curveball at the knees. Now, I'm not going to lie. Sacramento was actually kind of a nice ballpark. It's actually pretty chill overall. Sutter Health Park wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be for it being a AAA ballpark. It was actually pretty cool environment overall. A lot of Mariners fans there as well yesterday. As Hoglund steps off, his second disengagement of the at-bat. If he were to disengage one more time, it would be a balk, and Rodriguez would advance to second base. The 2-2. Inside, full count. Another good take by Cal. Another fastball just missing inside. Another full count to a Mariners hitter. Hoglund doesn't seem to approve of the call by the home plate umpire. Like to see Cal get a drive of this one. Pay off to Cal. Swinging a pop up. Going into foul ground, maybe down the third base line, and Duhart in foul territory, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Mariners get a hit, but they do not score, and we go to the bottom of the first, scoreless in Sacramento. Yo, what's going on, Sam? Dude, that was a great game to go to. Last night was a great game. Fantastic. Absolutely incredible game. Hey, Sam, you know, while we're at it, dude, I know we talked about it yesterday. Let me just give you, can I give you mod privileges? Yeah, there we go. Talked about it yesterday, especially with that one guy in here on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Be nice to have a win here and take the series. Absolutely. Want to keep that series winning streak going as long as possible. So Jacob Wilson's be leading off for the Athletics today, and then Tyler Soderstrom and Brent Rooker. Ooh, Lawrence Butler went down from the 1 hole to the 6 hole. Wow. You don't see that very often. So Brian Wu on the mound for the Mariners today. 7 starts, 6-0 record versus the A's with a .72 ERA. The Mariners, knock on wood, have not lost when when Brian Wu is on the mound against the Athletics. They have never lost. Brian Wu, a very fastball-heavy pitcher with the 4-seam and the sinker, combined for about 60-70% of the time that he throws. And the slider changeup and the sweeper that he throws on very low occasion, both under 15%, all three under 15%. Here comes Jacob Wilson, the hero in game 1 of this series, I should say. My apologies. And the first pitch to Jacob Wilson is swung on up the middle. JP can't get it, and neither can Dylan Moore, and it's just going to be an infield single for Jacob Wilson on the first pitch of the ball game. Mr. Contact, Jacob Wilson, puts the ball in play instantly, and neither JP Crawford or Dylan Moore can handle it. First pitch sinker over the middle of the plate. Brian Wu isn't too thrilled about it, and here comes Tyler Soderstrom. Like a double play here. Nose is getting itchy. First pitch to Soderstrom is low and inside for ball 1. Now, of course, this A's team is right now battling for the first place lead, trying to inch closer to the Mariners in first place. Yesterday, if they had won, they would have been tied for the lead and had the tiebreaker. And the 1-0 to Soderstrom is over the middle of the plate. Fastball for a strike. But if the Mariners do lose this game, they will still control first place by themselves. And the 1-1, swinging a line drive into right field for a base hit. Leody Taveras gets it in right field. Wilson makes a turn to third. And the A's have him on the corners right away with nobody out here in the first. That's not good. Change up that time, and here comes Brent Rooker. Leody Taveras gets his first action as a Mariner. Sure, man. Yeah, why not? It is very fitting for a baseball season. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll rock with that. First pitch to Brent Rooker is in there for a strike, outer edge. We're still middle out. Brent Rooker yesterday had, I believe, he had 2 hits and a walk. Came around to scoring an RBI. And the 0-1 to Rooker, swing and a miss at a changeup that time. Maybe a slider or sweep. Actually, I think that was a sweeper. Over the upper outside part of the plate, gets him to swing and miss. Quickly 0-2. You love a strikeout here. Now, the A's don't really strike out this much this year. And neither does Brent Rooker in the 0-2. Swinging a pop-up. Stay in the infield. Dylan Moore calls it off in second base, makes the catch. Runners stay put. 1 down. And the Royals sweep the White Sox tonight. They should. If they don't, I'll be shocked. They should have won. I can't lie, the White Sox should have won yesterday. But they totally sold. I don't know if you saw one of the White Sox players had a ball bounce off his glove and his head while he was trying on a pop-up on the infield. Here comes Miguel Andujar. Had 2 singles, I believe, with 2 RBI last night. The first pitch to Andujar is wild, waving a miss of the sweeper on the outside corner. 0-1. A very uncommon sweeper producing 2 swings and misses so far this inning. A's have runners on the corners, and the 0-1 is down low, sinker that time. The 1-1 to the third baseman, Andujar. Stretch and the pitch. Outside, Cal keeps it in front of him. Another sweeper that time, misses in the other batter's box. 2-1 now to Miguel Andujar. Scorebug is missing on the Mariners broadcast, so I'm kind of just going as I go. Oh, there it is. It's back. 10 pitches now in the inning for Brian Wu. The 2-1. Swinging a line drive into left field for a base hit, and the A's are going to take the early 1-0 lead. Jacob Wilson scores. And nothing A's. And here comes the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Gets right past Williamson, right through the 6-hole. And an early lead here for the A's. The A's score in the first inning, and I believe this is their third straight game scoring in the first inning. Very uncharacteristic start for Brian Wu so far. First and second with 1 out, and here comes J.J. Bleday. First pitch to Bleday is popped up, but out of play. Goes into the left field seats. Oh, I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, you're good, dude. It was really funny. I saw that, like, the highlight, just a quick, like, on Instagram before I saw, like, it actually happened during the game. Like a slow-mo version of it. It's hilarious. And the 0-1 to J.J. Bleday checks back to second base, not in time. So far, a tough inning for Brian Wu so far to start this ball game. Mariners already down 1-0 here in the first and only 1 out. And here's the 0-1. Right at the knees for strike 2. Change up that time. And the A's dugout is furious about that pitch. It was a true strike, but you could clearly hear the A's dugout freaking out about it. And the 0-2 is down low. You hear some cursing in the dugout. I don't know if it was dugout or maybe just a fan. Here's some naughty words. So 1-2 now to center fielder J.J. Bleday. The 1-2. On the lower inside corner, call the ball. Close pitch there. Does not go the Mariners' way. It's 2-2. Another perfect pitch that time. Very similar pitch to the one that was called a strike earlier. But J.J. Bleday stays alive with that pitch. Close take there. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive into the gap into right center field. That's going to score another run. Leody Taveras comes up with it. Might even score 2. And here comes Andujar, and he's going to score. It's a 2 RBI double for the A's, and they're leading 3-0. Wow. Gets on past Taveras, goes all the way to the wall. Had to play it off a bounce off the wall, and here comes Lawrence Butler. Well, this sucks. Here comes Lawrence Butler, lording the leadoff guy, but he's now in the 6th spot after he went 0 for 5 yesterday. First pitch swinging, and he missed it, strike 1. Thankfully, if the A's end up winning this game, the Mariners still do have the division lead. So far, it's going to be looking like that at this moment. The 0-1. High and tight. Yeah, in the past 7 starts by Brian Wu, is the 1-1 pitch is up high, ball 2. And the combined 7 starts between Brian Wu and the A's, he's only allowed 3 earned runs before today. Like total in his last 7 starts, and they've put up 3 here in the first inning with a chance for more with only 1 out. And the 2-1, swing and a miss. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. A high fastball gets him swinging. His first strikeout. And finally, the second out. Here comes Luis Arias, former Mariner. A's so far commanding a 3-0 lead after putting a crooked number in this inning and a chance for maybe more should they desire to do so. First pitch right down the middle for a strike. Mariners unfortunately are going to have to be playing from behind. And the 0-1 to Arias. Swing and a miss late on the fastball. 97 on that fastball. Love to get out of this inning, limiting the damage. And the 0-2 to Luis Arias. Here it comes. Check swing foul. Fastball well off the plate, but was able to put bat to ball there. So far, a very uncharacteristic start for Brian Wu, especially against the Athletics in his career. The 0-2. Down and away this time, 1-2. Out of this inning with no more damage, please? Yeah, dude, I know. As if this damage isn't going to be enough. This inning is already as many runs as the A's scored last night. And the 1-2. Swinging a line drive right to Dylan Moore at second base. Makes the catch for out number 3. Well, Brian Wu gets out of the inning, but damage is done. The A's have a 3-0 lead. The Mariners' series winning streak is in jeopardy. But then again, trying to keep series going like that is on a big streak is really difficult. Last time the Mariners had a series winning streak this long was back in 2022 when the Mariners went on that 14-game winning streak. And then before that, they never had a winning streak on a series winning streak go for that long since the 2001 season when I believe they won 15 straight series. When they matched the all-time record for wins at 116 back in 2001. One of the greatest teams of all time. That somehow, some way did not make the World Series. You would think they would be the most prime team to do it. It's like, oh, if they won that many games, they must have won it, right? No, they didn't even make it. As the Mariners are still the only franchise in baseball to have never made a World Series appearance. And they're coming up on their 50th year. I believe next year will be season 50 for the Mariners. Let me fact check that real quick. Seattle Mariners were founded in 1977. So in 2 years, it'll be 50 seasons. So here comes Hoagland with 3 runs of support now, and it's only been the first inning. And we go to the top of the second. Randy Rosarena leading off. DH yesterday, but he's back in left field today. First pitch to Rosarena is way inside for ball one. Like to get some runs going here, at least something. Don't want to make it easy for Hoagland here. And the 1-0 to Randy is upstairs, ball 2-0. Yesterday, the Mariners really went after, worked the counts of Jeffrey Springs, left-handed pitcher, who's been historically good against the Mariners in his career, but wasn't able to be in for very long. The 2-0 to Randy's swing and a miss at a fastball in the lower outside part of the plate. 2-1. Good fastball to swing at there. A little wild wave, though, that Randy has. So now it's 2-1. The 2-1 to Randy. Another wild swing and a miss. Another fastball that time. Pretty much the same spot. Misses once again. 2-2. Count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes from Hoagland. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field for a base hit. Randy Rosarena's on-base streak keeps on going to 30 games. And it comes with a leadoff single in the second. Here comes Rowdy Tellez. Off-speed curveball that time, or a sweeper. Here comes Rowdy Tellez, who came in as a pinch hitter yesterday. Unfortunately, did not reach base last night. Has a chance to get here. The first pitch to him is down and outside for ball one as Rowdy calls time? I think he called time. The 1-0 to Rowdy is downstairs, just beneath the knees. Good take there. It's 2-0. Rowdy facing the 2-0 count here, just like Randy in the at-bat before. The 2-0 is outside, 3-0. Well outside. Leody Taveras on deck, set to make his Mariners debut. Oh, yeah, no. Friday night's game was an absolute rout if that was the 13-1 game. And the 3-0 to Rowdy Tellez is right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Those are pretty automatic. Now Rowdy should be in swing mode if he so desires. The 3-1. Just at the knees, 3-2. Good pitch there. Fastball at 95. Clips the lower corner of the strike zone, lower rail. Rowdy a little disappointed in the call. Now a full count to Rowdy Tellez. After 2 straight fastballs, after starting up 3-0, now count draws full after 2 straight fastballs. We'd love to see Rowdy reach here as Hoagland appears to step off. Or maybe the umpire called a little bit of time or something like that. Resuming play. (3-2) to Tellez. Swinging a line drive into left field, right at the left fielder Seth Brown for the first out. Good swing there, but unfortunately it was right at the left fielder. And after getting up on the count 3-0, ends up flying out. And here comes Leody Taveras, lifelong Ranger, but was claimed by the Mariners on the waiver wire. Switch hitting right fielder. Batting .241 of the season so far. Let's see if he can drive one here. The first pitch to Taveras is down the middle for a strike. Leody Taveras wearing number 4 on this Mariners squad. Last worn by Josh Rojas last year, if I remember correctly. And the 0-1 Swinging a foul right off the catcher. Sorry, not the catcher. The home plate umpire's mask. Quickly 0-2 to Taveras. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Leody Taveras is a switch hitter. 41st player used by the Mariners this season, which is the most in the Major League Baseball, which is really surprising. World Series champion back in 2023 with the Rangers, as Taveras calls time with 1 on and 1 out. A's leading 3-0 here in the top of the second inning. Mariners would like to get something going here, or at least very soon, as long as they can lock down the A's for the rest of the game, for the most part. The 0-2. Well outside. Sweeper gets away from him that time. So Taveras batting from his left. This is Leody Taveras' first game with another team in his career. 505 games with the Rangers versus with the Mariners. And the 1-2. Outside once again at 85. Exact same pitch, exact same result. So 2-2 now. Randy on first, leading off a little bit. The 2-2. Fastball lower inside corner, fouled away. Ben Williamson should be on deck, or maybe Dylan Moore. The 2-2 to Taveras. Here it comes. Checks his swing. Does he go? Yes, he does. Taveras strikes out, and there's out number 2. He went around on the check swing on a sweeper down and in. Really fooled him. I don't know if he went on that. That's a close one there. The third base umpire says he went, and here comes Dylan Moore. Had a clutch sac fly in the top of the 9th inning yesterday to put the Mariners up with another insurance run, 5-3 over the A's. First pitch to Demo is low and outside. Dylan Moore came off the IL yesterday. His first game after being put on the IL. So it was good to see him play yesterday. And Hoagland steps off, first disengagement. Demo had a pretty good game at the plate yesterday. Had an RBI and a single on separate occasions. And he had a stolen base as well, which had to get looked at on a crew chief review. It was later confirmed that he was safe. And the 1-0 pitch is just inside, 2-0. Good take there from Demo. Shea Langoliers, the catcher, seemed a little concerned about that. Maybe it's Cepeda back there. I don't think it's Shea. I think Shea Langoliers is having the day off. 2-0 to Dylan Moore. 2 outs, 1 on is swung on right to this second baseman. Arias throws on a first in time to retire the side. Leadoff single from Rosarena is stranded, and we go to the bottom of the second. A's lead 3-0. As long as we can get hits and make contact, we should be all right. Hopefully, keep this game close. And Brian Wu kind of has to tighten up on the mound because that first inning was not good, to say the least. I was scoreboard watching earlier. I do believe the Astros ended up winning by big time, which is fine. They lost that series anyway. Nationals beat the Guardians, Guardians beat the Nationals 8-6. Astros won 9-1. Cardinals won 5-0 over the Pirates. And those are all the games that have completed so far, and I believe there's only one more game in progress, or 2 games. Yeah, 3 games in progress, including the Mariners game right now. It's the Giants over the Cubs right now, 3-1, and the Mets and D-backs in the bottom of the second. No score there. Brian Wu needs a lockdown inning here. You can't have another big inning from the A's again. Mariners currently sitting at a 21-14 record, which is second best in all the American League. Win percentage wise, that's at exactly 600. Here comes Brian Wu once again. Had a really tough inning his first time up. 4 hits, 3 runs, and a strikeout. Here's the left fielder Seth Brown. First pitch to him is swung on high and deep to center field, but Julio hasn't measured. A couple steps outside of the warning track. First pitch, 1 out. So here comes Johnny Pareda, the catcher, batting in the 8th spot. At least I think it's the 9th or the 8th spot, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, number 9 hitting catcher. My apologies. First pitch to Cepeda is right down the middle for a strike. So 8, 9, and 1 for the A's so far. The 8-hole hitter was retired after the first pitch, and here's Johnny Cepeda. There's Johnny Pareda. Jesus, I'm thinking of Orlando Cepeda. And the 0-1 pitch misses low and away. 1-1. You want the Mets to beat the D-bags? I kind of like the D-bags. I'm a fan of the D-backs. I rock with them. And the 1-1 to Pareda on the outside corner called a strike. It just missed, but Brian Wu gets the call. Cal must have brought that one a little bit back. So 1-2 now to Pareda, batting .208 on the year so far. Backup catcher for the A's. And the 1-2. Way up and in, high and tight. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With Jacob Wilson on deck, who singled on the first pitch of the game. Or first pitch from Brian Wu, I should say, not of the game. And the 2-2 swung on and cracked out to right field. Taveras going back on this one, and he makes the catch, 2 down. Very well played by the corner outfielder. Mainly a center fielder, Leody Taveras, making the start in right field. But for obvious reasons, he's not going to be playing in center field because Julio Rodriguez exists. And here comes Jacob Wilson. 2 outs, nobody on for the A's. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Ball, called the ball. Perfect pitch there, but does not go Brian Wu's way. The entire ball was in the strike zone. Unfortunate call there. Umpires have been really weird this series. I can't lie. And the 1-0 pitch to Jacob Wilson is upstairs 2-0. Jacob Wilson, not the kind of guy to walk, only has 5 walks on the season. Took him over a month to get a full ball, a 3-ball count in the 2-0 pitches. Swung on down the right field line, fair. Leody Taveras has to go get it. It rattles around in the corner. And Jacob Wilson should have extra bases, and he will. Shuts it down at second base after thinking about going 3. It's a 2-out double. So a single and a double in 2 innings for the A's. Now a triple and home run away from the cycle. D-bags not one of my preferred NL team. I guess it's more fair to say I'm indifferent. I don't hate them. I'm just not a super fan. Yeah, they're one of those teams where like, yeah, I'm cool with them. Former Mariners players on there that I really like. Namely Eugenio Suarez. And here comes Tyler Soderstrom with a man on at second base and 2 outs. Soderstrom singled his last time up. Back in the first pitch to Soderstrom is swinging and a miss at the changeup. Maybe the slider that time, inside slider. 0-1. Like to get him here. The 0-1. Just outside. Breaking ball missed away. It's 1-1. It's kind of hard what I would pick as my favorite National League team, low-key. I like a lot of National League teams. A lot of them that I will root for in the 1-1. Well inside, sinker. 2-1. There, yeah, that makes sense then. I feel you. Brian Wu getting up to 40 pitches almost. Number 39 incoming, 2-1, is swing and a miss at a fastball up and away. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Definitely not the most efficient start so far for Brian Wu. And like I said earlier, very uncharacteristic against these Athletics. Granted, the A's are pretty legit this year. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Brian Wu gets another strikeout. And that's going to retire the side, or end the inning, I should say, and retires Wilson, or strands Wilson, at a second base. And we go to the third. A's up 3-0. Honestly, if you can just lock down the A's for the rest of the way, we can be okay. We can be okay. We just got to start hitting the ball. I got a piece of hair sticking up. Here comes Ben Williamson. Takes the first pitch down the middle for a strike. And Ben Williamson, the third baseman, had a pretty good day yesterday. He swings and misses at a breaking ball in the outer half of the plate. Quickly 0-2. So quickly 0-2 to Ben Williamson. Had a single yesterday. And the 0-2 is swung on and fouled back out of play. Fastball in the upper inside corner. And the 0-2. Checks swing, checks, and he went as Ben Williamson strikes out at a sweeper on the other batter's box. In the other batter's box. And here comes J.P. Crawford as the lineup card turns over for the Mariners. First pitch to J.P. Crawford. Takes low. J.P. Crawford flew out to right field his first time up. Trying to get that 15-game hitting streak, and the 1-0 pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Or the inside edge, sorry. Oh, okay. Man, so that's all you just named basically every single NL Central team. Except for the Pirates. The 1-1 is swung on into right field for a base hit. A 15-game hitting streak for J.P. Crawford. And a 1-out single. Here comes Jorge Polanco in the number 2 spot, DHing today. Has a chance to keep the Mariners line moving. Hey, what's good, Toast? How we doing? Here comes Jorge Polanco 0 for 1. The 0-1 is swinging and a miss at a sweeper at the knees. A little early that time. Mariners have had traffic in every inning so far. Hasn't been able to move them past first base as the next pitch is well low, but swung on and missed. 0-2 to Jorge Polanco. Dodgers are like for their history. Rest of the NL okay with maybe the exception of having a slight grudge against the Giants. I'm not too high on the Giants. I'm not, obviously I'm not a big San Francisco sports fan. But yeah, even though there's no rivalry in baseball there, I don't really care for them that much though. Quickly 0-2 to Polanco, and here comes the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball right to the second baseman, Arias. He only has a play at first as Polanco grounds out, but JP moves into second base, 2 down. And here comes Julio, homered on his first pitch of the game yesterday. Also got a single up the middle to start the ball game today with 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez 1 for 1 so far with a single. Another one of those could score JP from second. And the first pitch to Julio. Here it comes. Well inside, 79 mile per hour breaking ball misses inside. 1-0. Julio batting .227, 6 home runs, 17 RBI. One of those home runs came yesterday, his most recent one, the game I attended. And the 1-0. Inside once again, 2-0. This was obviously Joe Montana. Or Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is probably the greatest receiver of all time. Go M's, best believe it. Playing from well behind now, but it ain't over till it's over. That's why you play 9 innings. The 2-0 to Julio. On the upper inside corner, called a strike. 95 mile per hour fastball that time. Probably the sinker. Bonds is good too, except the roids, or despite the roids, yeah. Absolutely. 2 to Julio, 2 out, 1 on, is swinging a ground ball right to the third baseman, and Andujar throws onto first in time to retire the side. Mariners leave a runner at second base stranded, and we go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Athletics. So far, Mariners have 3 hits, 1 in each inning. But the A's have 5 hits. 4 of them came in the first, and they produced 3 runs. Right, so are the Golden State Warriors based in San Fran? Yeah, they're in San Francisco. Lead off, he may be Rookie of the Year. Dude, Wilson's really good. He is really good. It wouldn't shock me if he does get those honors. Well, I mean the Warriors they were in Oakland for a while, but then they moved to San Francisco. Because right next to the Oakland Coliseum is I don't even know what the arena is called where the Warriors played in, but it's right down the street from Oakland, but they don't play there anymore. And then they've been based at Chase Center for the longest time, as far as I can remember. I think Ben will, but he strikes out a lot. Yeah. Ben Williamson is really known for his power. He's more known for his. He's more was more brought up for his defense because he didn't really have a true third baseman. And here comes Brent Rooker, 0 for 1. Popped out his first time up. First pitch to Brent Rooker, swinging another pop up, skies it right out to right field in Leody Taveras. Makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Thanks for letting me know. Of course, I got you, man. Now the Warriors have been killing it lately, dude. Won the first round in the playoffs against the Rockets in 7 games. And so far, they're up 1-0 on the Timberwolves after a commanding win last night. So they lead the Western Conference semifinals against the Timberwolves 1-0. I think they're playing again tomorrow. And here comes Miguel Andujar, takes a first pitch strike, just clipping the inner corner, inner edge. Miguel Andujar, first plate appearance, had an RBI single. And the Yohan Andujar, swinging a ground ball right to Ben Williamson, handles it cleanly, throws on to first base in time, 2 down. So 2 quick outs for the A's here in the bottom of the third. And here comes J.J. Bleday, the center fielder. J.J. Bleday 1 for 1 with a 2 RBI double, if I remember correctly. Which gave the A's their 3-0 lead. Yeah, the 2-run double. Which went all the way to the wall past Leody Taveras in right field. And the 1-0 pitch is outside. So 2-0 now to Bleday. Brian Wu behind 2-0, and the 2-0 pitch is on the outside corner, called a strike. Just clipped the outer edge that time. 2-1 now, as Brian Wu gets back into the count. Bottom third, 2 outs, nobody on. A's lead 3-0. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Another fastball that time, misses up. First 3-ball count to Brian Wu today. All of them have come off hits. All the base runners for the A's. The 3-1 to Bleday is swung on out to Dylan Moore. Tackled by Dylan Moore and short hop picked by Rowdy Tellez. Makes an incredible defensive play. And the A's are sat down in order. Brian Wu's first 1-2-3 of the day. We go to the top of the fourth. A's up 3-0. My game day menu today: garlic and lime seasoned blackened chicken tacos and blue corn shells, homemade Mexican street corn, and horchata. Not bad, dude. Horchata's pretty good. I actually had it for the first time ever a few weeks ago from one of my coworkers. And it's actually pretty good. Mariners would like to start getting some runs here, or at least just kind of start opening things up a little bit. Or at least try to. Get something going, getting back into this ball game. Because the 3-0 lead is, or 3-0 deficit, I should say, feels like a tall order as of now. They just show the replay of Dylan Moore basically slide tackling. And here comes Cal Raleigh. First pitch, checks his swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Takes a pitch at the knees. It was a strike, but he checked his swing. They checked down to third base. They say he didn't go. So 1-0 to Cal Raleigh. And the next pitch to Cal is a fastball on the outer edge. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 to Cal. Swing and a miss at a fastball inner edge. 1-2 now. A big swing and a miss there by Cal. Like to see Cal get on base. He was the hero in last night's game. 1-2 to Cal. Swinging it in on his hands. He's going to loop it right to Luis Arias as he goes into shallow right field and makes the catch. 1 down. Animal with a little silver tequila splash in, but of course you're not old enough to enjoy that. Yeah. Oh, you're on duty too? Yeah, you might want to lay off the alk, my friend. But yeah, I turned 21. How many months? I forget. In 8 months? Here comes Randy Rosarena. Singled his first time up, which brought his on-base streak to 30 games. See if we can get him on base once more. The 1-0 to Rosarena, swinging a pop-up foul. Fastball on the upper inside part of the plate. 1-1 now to Randy Rosarena. 5 for 14 on this road trip so far. Most of them, I think all of them singles. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip that time. Inside fastball, very similar to the one that Cal Raleigh swung and missed at. And the 1-2 to Rosarena is high, but he skies it out to left field. Seth Brown comes on to get it, has it measured in foul territory almost, and makes the catch. 2 down. Rosarena is now out number 2. And there's quickly 2 down here in the 4th. Here comes Rowdy Tellez. Lined out, or flew out sharply his first time up. First pitch to Rowdy. Swing and popped up, and Duhar going out to get it. Might have enough room, and it goes out of play. Foul ball. It's raining here. We're going for an hour. It's 6 days in the rain about the last 10 days. Wow. It hasn't rained here in a couple of weeks or so. It's been pretty warm out here lately. I cannot lie. Leody Taveras on deck. Like to get him see another at bat. If Rowdy can reach here, it's 0-1. It's Rowdy Tellez with nobody on and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. A's leading 3-0. The ground is saturated. That's a nasty word. The 0-2 is outside. By nasty, I mean like when you think about it, it's just gross. Saturated with like water. Ugh. Everything's all icky, pretty much. So 1-1 now to Rowdy Tellez. Swing and a miss down low. Ball and 2 strikes now. Rowdy Tellez flew out his last time very sharply after a good plate appearance. And the 1-2 checks his swing doesn't go as he lays off at a pitch down and away. Sorry. Go start thinking before I speak where pitches go. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting them wrong a lot of the time. Got to correct myself, but hey, we're all here to learn for a reason. And the 2-2 to Rowdy on the lower outside corner called a strike. So Rowdy strikes out looking, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. A's still lead 3-0. This is also Hoagland, the pitcher's second big league start. Got a win with only a 1.50 ERA, and it's only getting lower as the day goes on. And I'll say at this point, I'm glad that the Mariners won the game that I attended, because the Mariners hadn't won a game that I was in attendance in since 2023, when the Mariners won 4-2 over the Oakland A's. Now, I'm pretty sure if Brian Wu just is clean the rest of the way, it will be a quality start for him, even though he did give up 3 earned runs all in the first inning, which will up his ERA by a lot. Here comes Lawrence Butler batting 6th. 6, 7, and 8 for the A's. 0 for 1 so far, Lawrence Butler. And he drives this pitch into right field all the way back, and it is gone. Lawrence Butler takes over the first pitch and shoots it into the right field berm. And it's going to be a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. A's lead 4-0. Center cut fastball, and Butler did not miss it. And of course, right as I'm talking about, as long as Brian Wu can keep it clean, he surrenders a solo shot. Here comes Luis Arias, second baseman, former Mariner. First pitch to him is swung on and fouled. Very similar fastball that Lawrence Butler just hit out. And the 0-1 to Arias. Swinging a pop-up. Cal takes his mask off as it goes into foul territory and out of play. So 0-2 now to Arias after Brian Wu gives up the solo shot. Both these teams currently battling for the first place in the division, but the Mariners will hold on to it. No matter the outcome of this game, you'd like to get a win, though, to extend it to 3 games instead of just the 1. And the 0-2 to Arias is blown outside for ball 1. Logan Gilbert and George Kirby still on the injured list officially by the Mariners. George Kirby getting some rehab starts, and Logan Gilbert should be coming back relatively soon as the 1-2 is popped up. Right into shallow center field. Dylan Moore has a beat on it, and he makes the catch, 1 down. So out number 1 after giving up the solo home run. And here comes the left fielder, Seth Brown. Seth Brown 0 for 1. And the first pitch to him is change up inside, maybe a slider. 1-0. Mariners the past couple of years have had the A's number. But so far, it's the A's have been having it, as this next pitch is shot up to center field past J.P. Crawford for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Seth Brown. And here comes the 9-hole hitter, Johnny Pareda, the backup catcher. He was 0 for 1. Would like for him to maybe hit one right to JP or Ben Williamson. Any of those middle infielders, just any infielder in general. Be sure to turn 2 there. First pitch to Pareda. Checks his swing, doesn't go. The 1-0 to Pareda. Swinging a ground ball as the runner goes on. Swinging bunt. Brian Wu barehands it, throws on to first base in time, and gets the out. A very athletic play by Brian Wu, fielding his position barehandedly, and he gets the out as the runner advances. Basically, a swinging bunt from Pareda out to his left. Fields a barehanded, throws behind his back pretty much. On to Tellez, who makes the play in time. And here comes Jacob Wilson as the lineup card turns over. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Or sorry, a single and a double. So here comes Jacob Wilson with a man at second base and 2 outs. 4-0 Athletics. First pitch to Wilson is in there for a strike on the inner edge. 0-1. A double and a single and a run. Jacob Wilson 6 for 11 in this series. Very productive hitter for the A's, the rookie. Coming up and so far is having an instant impact on this A's ball club. And the 0-1 is up and away. 1-1. Jacob Wilson's actually third place in batting average in the entire league right now as the 1-1 pitch is fouled away on an inside fastball. 1-2. Jacob Wilson is only behind Aaron Judge and Paul Goldschmidt for average. Batting .350 Wilson so far, and Goldschmidt .351. And the 1-2 pitch to Wilson. Swinging a ground ball through the right side for a base hit off Tellez's glove. That's going to score another run. And Jacob Wilson has another single. Oh, Wilson's in a second, and he has another double. An RBI double for Jacob Wilson, and the A's extend their lead. It's 5-0. Here comes Tyler Soderstrom. So 2 doubles and a single for Jacob Wilson as he only gets his average higher and higher. Here comes Tyler Soderstrom. 1 for 2 in the day so far. Struck out his last time up, and the first pitch to him is swung on and fouled at a low and inside breaking ball. Brian Wu having his worst start of the year so far. By a wide margin, I should add. His only pitch quality start so far in the 0-1 pitch is swung on, lined, and a nifty snare by Dylan Moore. Throws on a first in time. Saves another run there, but damage done. 2 runs of the inning for the A's. We go to the top of the 5th. 5-0 Athletics. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I don't think we're winning this game. At this rate, no way. The Mariners have come back from deficits like this before, but I'd be a liar if I said I wasn't optimistic. Or I would be a liar if I said I was optimistic. I've seen clips from the past of the team. Exactly. We remember the Astros game. We ended up coming back and winning. Okay, and we lost the stream. Gotta go pick it back up. 1 second, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, no, the odds aren't great. But remember at the Astros game, we came back down 5-0 in the 8th. 2 outs in the 8th, I should say. Granted, it's kind of gonna need a miracle there. But hey, anything's possible. Anything is possible. Why is it saying that? Oh, there we go. For all I know, the Mariners inning could be over already, and I can't even get the stream back up. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. About 15 seconds. What is that? Like, ugh. Freaking ads, dude. Ads. Ads take forever, dude. Oh, my. These are all like 30-second unskippable ones. There we go. Oh, Taveras had a 2-2 count, and he skies it out to left field. 1 down. That was quick. My apologies for the delay, but it's already 1 out here in the top of the 5th for the Mariners, down 5-0. 70 pitches now for Hoagland. Here comes Dylan Moore 0 for 1. First pitch to Dylan Moore. Swung on and popped up out of play behind him. So 1 out, nobody on for the Mariners here, and the 0-1 pitch to Dylan Moore. On the outer edge for a strike. Breaking ball that time that started up and away, but kind of dropped back into the strike zone. And the 0-1 pitch to Demo. Check swing as the pitch is up and away. Doesn't go. He's able to check up a swing. Dylan Moore grounded out his first time up. I try to change the video quality and it just dies on me. There we go. So 1-2 count to Dylan Moore. Nobody on, 1 out. And the 1-2 is low and away. 2-2. Count evens up. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Outside, full count. Fastball misses away. Crowd wanted that one, but didn't get it. I mean, Brian Wu has been one of the best Mariners pitchers against this team. So you would expect him to go a while. And the 3-2 pitch to Dylan Moore is swung on and lifted into right center field for a base hit. Dylan Moore is on base, a 1-out single. See if that starts something here, and here comes Ben Williamson. Hopefully this is a spark of some sort of momentum. First pitch, or first plate appearance from Ben Williamson. He struck out on a check swing. And the first pitch to Ben Williamson. Lower inside edge for a strike. 93-mile-per-hour fastball that time. But I don't want to, unfortunately, in one of these games, I don't really want to waste the bullpen, even though Brian Wu's pitch count is relatively high for the 5th inning. We're about to go into the 5th inning. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sweeper gets him that time. Chasing off the plate. So Williamson quickly in an 0-2 hole. Much like Dylan Moore. His first this previous at-bat. And the 0-2. On the outside corner. Just missed. Good take there from Ben Williamson. A sweeper just misses away by about a half inch or so. Oh, and Dylan Moore swiped second base just while no one was paying attention. So a stolen base for Dylan Moore. No one was covering the bag or was even thinking about him. He just kind of waltzed in there like it was nothing. So now man in scoring position for the Mariners with 1 out. Ben Williamson with an opportunity. The 1-2 is low. Sinker misses that time. Downstairs, count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order looming on deck. And J.P. Crawford. The 2-2 to Williamson. Swinging a line drive into left center field gap, and it gets past left fielder Seth Brown. Dylan Moore scores easily, and that should be extra bases for Ben Williamson. And it's an RBI double, and it gets the Mariners on the board. It's 5-1. Oh my goodness. I thought Seth Brown might have had a play on it, but it gets past him. And it's 5-1. Here we go. Hang and sweeper there, and Ben Williamson is able to drive it and just get it past the left fielder Seth Brown. And J.J. Bleday came up with it, but Dylan Moore scored easily. After Hoglund was tying his shoe and got caught sleeping when Dylan Moore swiped the bag because Hoglund was tying his shoe. And Dylan Moore just told him, or Eric Young Jr., the first base coach of the Mariners, just told him to move. Yeah, if we don't win, at least we avoid the shutout. And if we don't win, we still have first place by ourselves, even if it is by only a single game. Here comes J.P. Crawford, who singled his last time up, and checking over at Seth Brown because he made a diving attempt and couldn't get it. Shaking his leg a little bit, kind of doing some squats out in left field. So the Mariners get on the board and have a chance for more here. Seth Brown kind of hits his knee in a funky way, but hopefully he should be all right. Even though he's an older gentleman. He's 32 years of age, which is pretty old for an outfielder. He's still kind of walking around a little gingerly in left field. So maybe shoot one towards him, maybe a little bit past him. He won't have enough speed to get there, so maybe use that to your advantage, even though the man is kind of hurt, so it's really unfortunate. I'm not saying it's good that he's hurt, but it can help the Mariners. And here comes J.P. Crawford, who singled back in the third inning to extend his hitting streak to 14 straight games. His first pitch is well outside for ball 1. Third time through the order for Gunnar Hoglund. Just found out that's his first name is Gunnar. Williamson is second. 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Sweeper on the upper outside corner. A little bit of a front door sweeper that time. The 1-2, or the 1-1 is swung on and fouled away. Now it's 1-2. High fastball that time. A little late on it that time, JP. Jorge Polanco on deck. Would like for JP to get on and give Jorge Polanco an opportunity with either a couple men on or something along those lines. The 1-2 as Hoglund gets set. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive into left field right at Seth Brown this time. Doesn't have to move very much. Good swing by JP, but it is a line out. 2 down. Would have been nice if Seth Brown had to get moving for that one, but unfortunately he was straight at him. Hoglund is now at 85 pitches, and here comes Jorge Polanco. Might want to start getting in this A's bullpen. This is, in all likelihood, his last inning. as the pitching coach comes out for a mound visit. Now, unfortunately, depending on how long this game drags on, I might have to end the game a little early or end the stream a little early. Because I do have to take my dad somewhere at about 3:30 PST, which is in an hour and a half. We are about an hour. We are about an hour and a half into this ball game, and at about the halfway point. But depending on how long these next few innings go, should the Mariners want to rally and put some runs up, it'll definitely increase the length of this game time-wise. Jorge Polanco comes up 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. First pitch to Polanco is down and in on the sweeper. Ball 1. Going over to the hardware store, we played at the District League of different businesses staff. Okay, that's kind of cool. Interesting. Then Williamson a second and 2 outs as Polanco checks his swing. 2-0. Polo batting .500 with runners in scoring position, and 6 for 8 of those with 2 outs. Julio on deck. Like to see him getting that bat here. And the 2-0 to Polanco is right down the middle, but right at the first baseman. Soderstrom steps on the bag and to retire the side. Mariners get a run, but they're still down a lot. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 5-1 A's. Where am I looking? Polanco having a rough stretch. Didn't get a hit yesterday, but he did get on base. But Polanco was our hottest hitter, and then it's starting to slow down, unfortunately. So against the Dairy Queen crew, as Zingba went out to shallow right center field, and the center fielder came in too far, and the ball dropped right on his head, bounced off the other 2 fielders. Sheesh, dude. So 1 run on 5 hits for the Mariners and 5 runs on 8 hits for the A's so far here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brian Wu, I believe, is still out on the mound. If I'm not mistaken, maybe we'll see. It's not showing yet. Yep, he's still out there. And here comes Brent Rooker. Fouls the first pitch off himself. It's 0-1. Brent Rooker 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out. Oh, Brian Wu's only at 64 pitches. Why did I think he had more? I thought Brian Wu was a lot more taxing in his pitch count, but he's only at 64. A lot of quick at-bats Brian Wu has gone through, and that doesn't mean a lot of them have gone his way, unfortunately. And the 0-1 pitch to Brent Rooker. Here it comes, is up and away. Or up and in, sorry. I was going to say, like, high and tight, which it was, but it wasn't high, but it was tight. Tripping over one another. Our first base coach made to go for 3rd because that was one of the 4 fastest runners with a triple off a bloop single. Sheesh, dude. That's like that's like Little League stuff right there. And the 1-1 is high and tight once again. The breaking ball that time, it's 2-1. Oh, my nose is starting to clog up. And the 2-1 is fouled back. At a elevated fastball, it's 2-2. Now the A's, surprisingly, even though having a rather well negative run differential, have been winning some close games, which is why they're battling here for first place, 2 games behind the Mariners, with a chance to close that gap to 1. And the 2-2 pitch is check swing didn't go. At a pitch well low and away, down and outside. Now a full count now to Brent Rooker. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Brent Rooker, the DH. 0 for 2 so far today, and here's the payoff. Swinging a foul tip into Cal's glove for strike 3. Pitch was outside. Brent Rooker offers at it, and he's down on strikes. And here comes Miguel Andujar, the second base, or the third baseman, my apologies. Miguel Andujar with an RBI single back in the first. He's 1 for 2. First pitch to him is swung on foul to fastball down and in. Fouls it down the third base line. Andujar batting .326 with 2 home runs and 15 ribbies. And the 0-1 to Andujar is right at the knees for strike 2. And the 0-2 to Andujar. Outside. Able to hold up on that. So now a ball and 2 strikes. Andujar batting cleanup. So a 3, 4, and 5 for the A's. At the very least this inning. And the 1-2. Swinging a pop-up foul out of play. Mariners down 4 runs after the A's put up 3 in the first and 2 more in the fourth. Then the Mariners just scored the previous inning. And the 1-2 to Andujar. Swinging a ground ball right to Williamson. He bobbles it, stays with it, throws on to first in time to get Andujar. Way to stay with it by Ben Williamson, 2 down. And here comes the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. You can tell by this walk-up song in Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith. A good pick by Tellez. Kind of had to go down on one leg for it, on one knee. Bleday had a 2-run double back in the first, which gave the A's the initial 3-0 lead. And the first pitch to Bleday is in there for a strike on the inside corner. Slider that time. The 0-1. Swinging a pop-up. Williamson goes into foul ground, but he has enough room, and he makes the catch and retires the side, ends the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Mariners down by 4. They got some work to do. Oops. Two relatively quick innings for the A's. So Julio Rodriguez is going to lead off the top of the 6th inning. Singled his first time up on the first pitch that he saw, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully you're going to looking to start a rally here as Hoglund is still out on the mound. First pitch to Julio is on the upper outside corner, called a strike. Kind of a tough call there, but it was a strike, and Julio leads off 0-1. And the 0-1 to Julio. Same place, different pitch, called a strike once again. Fastball that time just clips barely the upper outside corner. Very borderline, but it was a strike. The 0-2. Now on the way. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1. Sweeper that time misses away. Good take by Julio, able to recognize it out of the hand. This is Pro Wrestling. My walk music to be the first minute and a half. Understand, man? That's a banger, dude. That is a classic. And Julio calls time, steps out the batter's box. Julio 1 for 2. Hoglund at 91 pitches now. In all likelihood, his last inning. Mark Kotze, the A's manager, has the bullpen warming. And the 1-2 to Julio. Swinging a fly ball out to right field. Arias fighting the sun as Butler comes in and calls for it, and he makes the catch, 1 down. So fly out to right field for Julio on a breaking ball. Close to the middle of the plate, but more so low and away. Here comes Cal Raleigh, 0 for 2 so far today. He takes the first pitch, swing and fouls it off. Quickly 0-1 to Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh, being last night's hero in Sacramento, came in as a pinch hitter when the Mariners were down by a run with the bases loaded. And the 0-1 pitch to Cal is down and in. And Cal Raleigh with a 2 RBI single in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out on a 3-1 count. Shot the pitch into right field. Ended up scoring Polanco and Julio from third and second base, respectively. As Hoglund ties his shoe again. I'm going to tighten him up those laces a little bit, my friend. And the 1-1 to Cal. Inside. 2 balls and a strike now. And the 2-1 is high and tight once again. A close pitch was a strike, but call the ball. It's 3-1. Randy Arozarena looming on deck. Another close miss by Hoglund there. And the 3-1 to Cal. Swing and a miss. Fastball middle in. Gets Cal swinging and missing. And he calls time. It's now a full count to Cal Raleigh. Hoglund at 90, or Hoglund, it's L-U-N-D. At 97 pitches now, coming up on number 98. So far, only 5 hits and a run off of Hoglund so far the Mariners have given to him. And the payoff pitch to Cal is down the middle, fouled away. Would have been a good one for Cal to drive out, but able to just get a piece of it, but Cal Raleigh's probably sitting on off speed here. And the 3-2 to Cal is down and in, ball 4. First walk Hoglund's given up on his 99th pitch, and that might be the end of his day if I was the A's manager. And it looks like it is. Mark Kotze is going to his bullpen with a man on first and 1 out, with Randy Arozarena set to come back up on the plate. And here comes Mitch Spence to come on in relief. Crowd is cheering on Grant Hoglund for his really well done day. So Gunnar Hoagland's day is done. 5 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run only earned. 1 run and it was earned. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 99 pitches, 10 for 22 on first pitch strikes. And here comes Mitch Spence to face Randy Arozarena here with 1 on and 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Mariners down 5-1 to the Sacramento Athletics. Mariners trying to keep their series winning streak alive, but it's in jeopardy right now. With a loss today, it would be their first loss of a series since the San Francisco series in which they got swept. Arozarena 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch to Randy is down and in, and the ball skips away. And Cal Raleigh advances into second base on the wild pitch, or maybe the pass ball. So 1-0 to Randy Arozarena. Now with a runner in scoring position. My nose is like really itchy right here. And the 1-0 to Randy Arozarena is high and tight for ball 2. Randy Arozarena was hit by a pitch in last night's ball game in the top of the 9th, which loaded the bases for Cal. So he definitely helped. He got on base twice with a walk and a hit by pitch. No hits, though, for Arozarena. And the 2-0 to Arozarena is inside 3-0. That's pretty cool, Sam. I would love to. It'd be kind of cool to be a pitcher, low-key, at least getting all that fancy pitches in. But I'm not built for that, I'm afraid. So a 3-0 count to Randy Arozarena. The 3-0 pitch is inside, called a strike. That pitch was well inside. But given that's a 3-0 count, usually it's like an automatic strike, but that pitch was inside well enough. Home plate umpire not doing us any favors. 3-1. You got to take those. That was a perfect pitch to take, and the 3-1 pitch is down and away. Down and in, sorry. Ball 4. And that missed call does not hurt us. And here comes Rowdy Tellez with 2 on and 1 out. Tellez 0 for 2 so far with a fly out and a strikeout. Rowdy Tellez kind of settled down after that Toronto series in which he homered in 3 straight games. Ugh. And the first pitch to Rowdy Tellez is down and away, and it kind of skips away, but the runners stay put. Unfortunately, that ball didn't get far enough away. It's 1-0. Rowdy right here with a chance to put the Mariners back into this ball game. Five to 1 with 2 on and 1 out, and the 1-0 pitch to Rowdy is outside. 2-0. The Leody Taveras on deck should Rowdy get on. And should this inning continue. Kyle at second, Arozarena at first. The 2-0 to Rowdy Tellez is downstairs 3-0. Another 3-0 count to back-to-back Mariners hitters. My nose is killing me, dude. Sheesh. It's really itchy. I got a ball game to call, man. Come on. The 3-0 to Rowdy Tellez. In there for a strike. Lower outside corner that time. Rowdy taking all the way. Rowdy Tellez got ahead 3-0 his first time up. Ended up flying out on a 3-2 pitch. Mitch Spence a 3.68 ERA with 1-0 record. And the 3-1 to Rowdy. Swinging a foul ball. Count now draws full. Breaking ball at the knees that time. Three-two count now to Rowdy Tellez. Would love for him to reach base here one way or another. And time is called by Rowdy as Mitch Spence got into his stretch. Called time just in time. Ooh, just in time. Not sure the pitcher or Mark Kotze is pretty thrilled about that. Payoff pitch to Rowdy. Here it comes. Swinging a high fly ball out to right field, and it's gone! Rowdy Tellez with a 3-run home run, and the Mariners are back in this ball game. It's a 1-run game. Into the berm into right field, and Rowdy Tellez with one swing of the bat changes this game dramatically. What a swing by Rowdy Tellez. Gets that 3-2 breaking ball, and he did not miss it. And here comes Leody Taveras with 1 out and nobody on. There we go. First pitch to Taveras is low for ball 1. Rowdy Tellez, initially from this Central California area. And the 1-0 pitch to Taveras is well outside. 2-0. Mitch Spence having trouble on the mound so far. A little pressed. Now I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Bullpen warming up. And Matt Murdock. That's the Daredevil. Noah Murdock warming up. 2-0 count with 1 out here in Sacramento as the pitching coach comes out for a mound visit. Rowdy Tellez was his first home run since the Blue Jays series, in which he homered in all 3 games in that series, where the Mariners won that series in very dramatic ways. Taveras 0 for 2 so far on the day in his Mariners debut. The 2-0 pitch to him is swung on and foul, the fastball on the inner half of the plate. It's 2-1 now, switch hitting outfielder. Leody struck out and flew out. Struck on his check swing, his first at-bat as a Mariner. And the 2-1 to Taveras is up and away, 3-1. Close take there. It did clip the corner, but does not go the A's way. At least the automated, like the strike zone on the screen had it as a strike. And the 3-1 to Taveras. Swing and a miss at a ball down. Good change up there that time, it looked like. 90 miles per hour just below the knees. Swung on and missed. It's now a full count. And the 3-2 to Taveras. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball down and in gets Taveras swinging and chasing for the second out of the ball game. Not of the ball game, of the 6th inning. That was ball 4. But replaying that Rowdy Tellez home run, it was actually a low fastball at the knees, and he was able to smoke it out into right field. Here comes Dylan Moore with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch swinging and a miss. Had a breaking ball at the knees. Sweeper. The 0-1 to Demo. Check swing right back to comebacker to Mitch Spence. Throws on to first in time for out number 3. But the Mariners put up 3 runs on a 3-run home run by Rowdy Tellez. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 1-run game. So here comes Lawrence Butler. Brian Wu still on the mound for the bottom of the sixth. First pitch to Butler's in there for a strike. Lawrence Butler, first pitch swinging and went deep on Brian Wu to make it a 4-0 ball game. But now it's a one-run game. We got to be as clean as ever. And the 0-1 pitch to Butler is low and inside. 1-1. This, you win the game, you win the series. Bottom of the sixth, nobody out. The 1-1 to Butler is up and upstairs, not up and away. It's just upstairs. 2-1, fastball that time. Wu about to throw his 80th pitch. The 2-1 to Butler is upstairs once again. It's 3-1. Nice. 5'2", 190. Sheesh. Almost no fat, it's all muscle. Damn, dude. So 3-1 count to the leadoff man in Butler. 6, 7, and 8 at least for the A's. The 3-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball away. 3-2 now. A little weak wave there. Fielder, if they about 10 yards of the baselines. Nice. Full count now to Lawrence Butler, and the 3-2 pitch just misses outside. Very close pitch. And it's a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the sixth inning. And here comes Luis Arias. That was borderline right there. It was not. It was a true ball, so the call is good. It's a good call. But you really wish you could have gotten that one. And Arias calls time before he even takes a pitch. First walk by Brian Wu today. This is in all likelihood going to be his last inning. The first pitch to Luis Arias. Inner edge for a strike. Brian Wu is 20 of 25 on first pitch strikes so far in this game. Here in the bottom of the sixth, one on, nobody out. The 0-1. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Inside fastball that time jammed him. It's quickly 0-2. Throw back to first base, not in time. Just checking the runner. Lawrence Butler back there safely. Ooh, I think any figure from baseball's history, who would it be? That's actually a really good question. I'll tell you after this pitch. The 0-2. Lower inside corner, but Cal kind of had to move away from that one. So it's a ball, 1-2. Baseball's history, any figure. That's a tough one. It'd probably be someone from like the 30s or the 40s. Could be kind of cool, like Babe Ruth or something like that. Maybe Lou Gehrig. And the 1-2 is down and away. I just want to see Babe Ruth to see how he would be, because he does not seem like the kind of guy that could swing that lumber and hit over 700 home runs in his career. But he did, because he's facing janitors out in Yankee Stadium. And the 2-2 to Arias. Swinging a ground ball foul. Weak swing there on 95 on the inner edge. Next series versus the Athletics is going to be back here in Sacramento, July 28th through 30th. I'm probably going to attend another one of those games. Because, it's local for me. About an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. And the 2-2 is fouled back. Lengthy at-bat here from Luis Arias. Coming up on pitch number, I believe, 7 of the at-bat. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Another fastball again. The 2-2 to Arias. Once again, here it comes. Swing and a miss at a foul tip. Elevated fastball gets him swinging. Another strikeout. One down. Here comes Seth Brown. George Herman Ruth and Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, and Yogi Berra. Dude, that's a good list. Mickey Mantle will be a cool one. He's actually really good in MLB The Show, a video game. I use him as my DH, switch hitting outfielder. But my outfield's pretty good, so. First pitch to Seth Brown is upstairs, fastball for ball one. Seth Brown 1 for 2 in the day so far, facing a 1-0 pitch, and takes a breaking ball on the outside edge. Just missing off the plate, but it's called a strike. Edward Bizardo and Gabe Spire both warming up in the bullpen. Gabe Spire came in clutch yesterday, stranding Lawrence Butler with the bases loaded, or striking him out on 3 pitches with the bases loaded. The 1-1 is a foul tip right back into Cal's glove, 1-2. But yesterday, with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Gabe Spire came in to face Lawrence Butler as the lineup card turned over for the A's, and he struck him out swinging on 3 pitches. It was a very exciting moment to be at for that game. Gave another Mariners fan to my left a big old high five after that. We were excited. Kept the game tied, and the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball on the outer edge. Called strike 3. 2 back-to-back strikeouts for Brian Wu. And we go to the number 9 hole hitter, Johnny Pareda. Good breaking ball there. Had Seth Brown fooled, but called strike 3 was a strike. Clipping the outer edge. Would love to see Brian Wu get a full 6 here. Pareda 0 for 2 so far today. First pitch to him is down and away, 1-0. Fly out and a ground out for Pareda so far today. Batting 192, no home runs, 1 RBI. Oh yeah, I heard Yogi Berra had a great memory. I've heard stories, I believe, that he's told. They're actually pretty good. 1-0 is fouled off his back foot. Gonna have to walk that one off for a little bit. Mariners down a run with 2 outs and 1 on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Would love for Brian Wu to get out of this, with it only being a 1-run game, and have the Mariners offense get to work, as the Mariners have clawed their way back off a 3-run home run in the previous half inning. Or previous inning, in the top of the 5th. Top of the 6th, sorry, I'm afraid. Yeah, last half inning. I had it right. Brian Wu reaching 100 pitches, number 97 on the way to Pareda. The 1-1, here it comes. The stretch and the pitch. Outside. Another fastball misses away, 2-1 to the catcher Pareda. Taking Shea Langoliers for a day off. Once round of sorts would be nice to be the pitcher partly named after Sad Sam McDowell. Actually, really closely named. That's the exact same name. The 2-1, swinging a pop-up foul. 2-2 now. And the 2-2 to the backup catcher Pareda. Slipped back to first base, not in time. The 2-2. Breaking ball popped up. Cal takes a look as it goes in the right field seats foul. Pitch number 100, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball right down the middle. Gets Pareda swinging, and Brian Wu ends his day with 100 pitches and a fastball for strike 3. Brian Wu strikes out the side. We go to the 7th. It's a 1-run game. Well, if you have a bad start, that's one way to finish it. Unfortunately, it is still a 1-run game. One run A's lead, but this game is far from over. So it should be 9-1-2 coming up for the Mariners. So JP, it'd be Williamson, JP, and Polanco. That's just like name. Actual Sam. Oh, Sam Jones played for the Red Sox. Comes from 1897, 1908. Sheesh. Pitch in a pessimistic manner. Refused to give up. Hey, nice, dude. That's respect, though, right there. Fastballs even when facing a full. Maybe just give a fastballs even when facing a full count. Nice. So here comes TJ McFarland, the lefty, to face 9-1-2 for the Mariners. So two righties or a switch hitter. I don't know if they're going to keep Polanco in for the right side. The first pitch to Williamson swung on and fouled off. A change up on the lower inside part of the plate. Williamson 1 for 2 with an RBI double, which put the Mariners on the board. The 0-1 outside. Another breaking ball missing away. It's 1-1. Batting .260, 1 home run and 11 RBI for Williamson so far. The 1-1 swinging a pop-up, going into foul ground and out of play into the seats. The dead ball era? Yeah, when batters just could not. The home runs didn't exist, pretty much. Guys could have like less than 20 career home runs and have like over 2,000 career hits. JP Crawford on deck for some lefty-lefty action. And the 1-2 to Williamson. Swinging a fly ball into right field. Butler comes in on a running catch, and he makes the catch. Quickly 1 down. Here comes JP Crawford. JP Crawford had a single earlier today, which extended his hitting streak to 14 games, a career high. 1 for 3 so far, looking to get another one. Has been doing particularly well lefty-lefty. Hit a home run against Patrick Corbin in Texas in Game 2 of that 3-game set, which the Mariners ended up winning by a score of 2-1, which was on Saturday. And the first pitch to JP is in there for a strike over the middle of the plate. TJ McFarland, the pitcher for the A's now. The southpaw pitcher. And the 0-1 to JP. Swinging a ground ball right to the second baseman, Arias. Fields it cleanly, throws on to first in time for out number 2. Uh-oh. Did it go down? Please. Oh, it went down. Oh, no. It went down on me. Pause. 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. So it's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. gotta do some jury rigging here. You know, let's look at it on my phone. Oh, Polanco doubled. Nice. So Polanco gets a 2-out double. And the Mariners have the tying run in scoring position, with Julio Rodriguez now batting, with a chance to tie this ball game or even give the Mariners a lead. So we're going to look at this for the inning. I'm just going to look at the play-by-play on my phone. That's what we're going to have to do. And we have a pitching change. Noah Murdoch, the righty, now comes out for TJ McFarland, and we should have enough time to get the stream back up. Oh, yeah, we'll have enough time. Career 2,453 strikeouts in 15 seasons. Remember too that they played way less games back then. Oh yeah, no, they rarely played. They definitely didn't play 162 games back in the early 1900s and late 1800s. Could you imagine going to a baseball game back then? I would love to go back in time and watch a baseball game like in person from back then, just to see how it would go. Well, of course it'd be in person. They couldn't televise it. Didn't have TVs until 40 years after that. I do want to see Polanco's double if they do end up showing it in time. Hopefully they do. It's commercial break. That's fine. That's okay. So Julio with a chance to tie this ball game up in the late stages of the game, the top of the 7th. With Polanco on at second, but we have a pitching change coming on. Noah Murdoch will be coming in for the Athletics. In this rubber match of the 3-game set, A's taking game number 1 in 11 innings. Mariners taking it last night in a come-from-behind victory in dramatic fashion. And then today, Mariners are trying to play from behind once again after falling behind 5-0. They've battled their way back, and it's only a 1-run game with a chance to tie it up here. We're back to the ball game after the pitching change. Mariners 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Athletics on 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. After 2 quick outs of the Mariners, and then a double with 2 outs by Jorge Polanco, Julio Rodriguez has an opportunity here to put the Mariners in front. Noah Murdoch, the pitcher, and the first pitch to Julio is 95 over the plate for a strike. Tying run at second base, go-ahead run at the plate. Much worse against righties, Noah Murdoch is. Better against lefties, even though he's a right-handed pitcher. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball right to the shortstop. Wilson throws on to first in time. And Polanco's stranded at second base. And a quick at-bat by Julio. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 5-4 A's. And that was anticlimactic. Plus mile per hour fastballs consistently could hit 103 or 105, and some reports that you could peak at 108. Sarah's struggled to track the ball because of its speed. Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell these days, but it's like going back at it, if you like try to like It's all about, if he can hit 108 out of the palm. It's definitely not going to be 108 when it reaches the point where you can hit it. Because no one can throw that hard today. But who knows? A lot of those stats are, back in those days, are take it with a grain of salt. Because they were not really tracking stuff like that back then. So here we are on the bottom of the 7th inning. Mariners finally go to their bullpen. Not sure who they're going to bring in yet. Or who they have brought in. It's Edward Bizzardo to face the top of the order in Jacob Wilson. First pitch to Jacob Wilson is inside. Wilson 3 for 3 with a single and 2 doubles. One of the better A's players as of late. And the 1-0 is on the upper inside corner for a strike. So 1-1 now to Jacob Wilson. Edward Bizzardo is the pitcher now for the Mariners. The 1-1 is up and away. 2-1 on a Jacob Wilson, a very twitchy hitter in the batter's box, always constantly on the move. And the 2-1 pitch misses down and away, 3-1. So a quick 3-ball count to the leadoff man in the A's batting order for today. 1, 2, and 3. And next pitch is shot into left field for a base hit. Jacob Wilson has his 4th hit of the day. 2 singles and 2 doubles into leadoff single for the A's shortstop. The biggest comparison to this guy is Luis Ariz. He's very twitchy at the plate, and he just makes contact. He doesn't strike out, and he always puts the ball in play. And so far, they've all found some grass. Here's Tyler Soderstrom. First pitch skies us out into left field. Randy Arozarena tracking it on the run, and backhanded drops it. So it is a foul ball. Wasn't able to cover enough ground in time in left field. Went into the corner. Zone 1. But Bizzardo's okay. I've never really been the biggest fan of him, personally, but, it is what it is. So 0-1 to Tyler Soderstrom with 1 on and nobody out. The 1-0 to Soderstrom. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. JP tapes it himself. Throws on to first in time. A double play. So a 6-3 double play. Erases Jacob Wilson and Soderstrom with 1 swing. Very needed, much needed double play. JP Crawford fielded it cleanly. Steps on the bag at second. On to first in plenty of time. And here comes Brent Rooker with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch to Rooker, he's 0 for 3 so far. Takes a breaking ball top rail for a strike. Struck out his last time up, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball outside, 0-2. A's bullpen is not warming up. Cal Raleigh will lead off the top of the 8th. 4, 5, and 6 for the Mariners coming up after this. And the 0-2 to Rooker. Down low. The 1-2 to Rooker. Swing and a miss. Well off the plate for Brent Rooker. He swings and misses. A clean 1-2-3 inning by Edward Bizzardo. We go to the top of the 8th. Mariners down a run. So we are on the top of the 8th inning. Not sure how much time I have left to watch this game because I might have to cut it a little bit short. And Cal Raleigh leads it off, takes a first pitch strike at the knees from Noah Murdoch. 4, 5, and 6. So Cal Raleigh, Randy Rosarena, and Rowdy Tellez for the Mariners here. Cal walked his last time up, came around to score on Tellez's 3-run home run. The 0-1 pitch to Cal swung on down the right field line foul. It's quickly 0-2. Noah Murdoch staying in relief for the Athletics. You want to get him here because Mason Miller might be available today. The 0-2. Down low, ball 1. Good take. Trying to do that does like you do, but the streams the Royals, no luck. It's kind of hard to find those niches. It is really, I'd say it is really difficult. Nobody on as the leadoff man is Cal Raleigh here in the top of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch outside, 97 on the gun. Misses away. It's 2-2. We'd love to see Cal get a drive into this one, or at least maybe gap one. Just get on base in general. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. After falling behind 0-2, Cal Raleigh works the count full. Mariners down a run. Cal Raleigh with a good walk his last time up. Good plate appearance overall. The 3-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball outside. He goes down swinging for the first out of the 8th. Leadoff man is retired. Now you wish you could have laid off that one. 96 outside. Sinker that time, it looked like, had a lot of movement to it. And here comes Randy Rosarena, who walked his last time up. Took 5 balls, but one of them was called a strike on the inside edge. First pitch to Randy. Inside, called a strike. Another tough call there. Does not go Randy's way. That pitch was about a baseball or two inside. And the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. And then listen to the Rose Radio Network on my phone at least. Hey, that's always cool. That's always fun. And the 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. It's 1-2. Mariners down a run here in the 8th inning. Very similar story to last night's game. And the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball foul, and he threw his bat and he hit the ball with it. That was a wild swing, but Randy at least stays alive. Lost his bat while swinging it. Was able to get a piece of that ball as a sweeper low and away. Randy Rosarena with very loose hands. Stays alive, though. Thankfully, that counts as a foul ball. And the 1-2. Swinging a foul ball. 97 down the middle. Fouls it away. The 1-2. Well outside. 2-2. And the other batter's box almost skipped away from Pareda. Would have been nice if it did and Cal was aboard. The 2-2. Swinging another foul ball. 95 inside. The 2-2. Upstairs, 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming. Randy Rosarena takes inside, ball 4. Randy Rosarena works a 1-out walk, and here comes Rowdy Tellez. And Randy's going to be pinch run for. Miles Mastrobuoni is now going to pinch run. Randy not going to run because he's been having some issues with his hamstring. He was able to play the field today, thankfully, but is being lifted for the pinch runner, Miles Mastrobuoni, who had a good day yesterday. 2 extra base hits for him. Here comes Rowdy Tellez as the go-ahead run. First pitch to him is at the knees for a strike. Fastball. Rowdy Tellez, last time up, he hit a 3-run home run to put the Mariners within a run. And he's a chance to put the Mariners in front. Mariners down a run. Tying run is at first base and Miles Mastrobuoni. Check over to first base. Ball throws he almost threw that ball away. Oh, 0-1 count to Tellez. No balls and a strike. And the 0-1. Swinging a foul. Quickly 0-2 now. 96 on the outer edge. Tellez just gets a piece of. Justin Sterner warming up. He came in yesterday's game. Was overall pretty locked down. Escaped a few jams for the A's. And the 0-2. Outside. Good take on a fastball outside. 1-2 now, Rowdy Tellez. Rowdy Tellez being pretty clutch lately. Brought in the go-ahead run in the 9th inning in the second game in the Texas series where the Mariners won 2-1. The 1-2. Well inside, down and in. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a big dude. 6'5". Pretty big. Dude, Rowdy Tellez is a big dude. I saw him pinch hit yesterday. He's a massive dude. Dude is very tall and overall big frame. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball in the dirt gets him swinging. He's out number 2, and here comes Leody Taveras. Sinker just drops off the table. Had it hung up, that probably would have been another home run for Rowdy Tellez, but unfortunately it doesn't, and now there's 2 outs here. The Mariners are down to their final 4 outs. And Leody Taveras is the last opportunity to keep this inning going. First pitch to Taveras is on the outer edge for a strike. You really want to get him here in the 8th inning because Mason Miller is in all likelihood available today. I think. He wasn't available yesterday because he had a long day in game 1 of this series. Check over to first base. Back safely. Close play there. He's thinking about challenging, but they don't. Still 0-1 count to Leody Taveras. He's 0 for 3 today in his Mariners debut. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And the 0-1 as Mastrobuoni runs, and he is safe. That looked really close, but the initial call is safe. Let's see if the A's want to challenge this. The crowd wants them to challenge it. A little bit of an awkward jump. Well, he might be. I think he might be in there. The Athletics are challenging, but the initial call is a stolen base, so let's move him over to second just in case. But the A's will challenge. Whoopsies. Let's take a look at the replay, get some angles going. And he looks safe to me. The initial call was safe. I do believe Mastrobuoni gets in there safely. Just in the nick of time. Yeah, he's in there well before the tag. It was a stolen base, yes. Yeah, that is an easy steal. That call should be confirmed as a stolen base. Couple of plays yesterday, the A's challenged. They had 2 challenges where one was a crew chief review, and they both stayed the Mariners' favor. Yeah, the A's will lose the challenge. There's no way they don't lose the challenge here. Which puts Mastrobuoni at second base and a chance to tie this game for Taveras. Yep, call is confirmed. A's lose their challenge. Second straight game for a failed challenge by the A's. And the Mariners have a chance with Leody Taveras. Leody Taveras' rough day can be washed away entirely with one swing of his bat. 1-1 count to Taveras on the outside corner, just barely catching it. Called a strike. It was truly a ball, but that's a close pitch either way. So 1-2 now to Taveras. Noah Murdock trying to escape the inning with no damage as Taveras calls time. Tying run at second base and the go-ahead run at the plate. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball through for a base hit. Mastrobuoni rounds third. He's going to score. Taveras has tied this ball game at 5 runs apiece. An RBI single, and we're knotted up at 5. Let's get it. In his first game as a Mariner, he sneaks it through the left side, and we're all tied up. It's 5-5. After being down 5 runs in this game, the Mariners have clawed their way back. It's 5-5. Let's go, dude. His first hit as a Mariner. And we got a brand new ball game, and here's Dylan Moore with a chance to add on. First pitch to Dylan Moore, swing and a miss at a fastball inside. Could not have asked for a better first hit with your new ball club. One on and 2 outs for Dylan Moore. Check back to first base, not in time. So the stolen base and the base hit score the run. Another tied game here in the 8th inning. And the 0-1. Taveras takes off. The pitch is wide and out. And the ball gets away. And Leody Taveras is safe at second base. He's got a stolen base. The throw looked like it was in time. It was a pitch out as well. It was a slow throw, but the ball got away from the shortstop Wilson, and Taveras is now in scoring position. Arias tried to make the tag. Leody Taveras kind of knocked it away from him on the tag. Taveras thought about going to third, but the ball didn't get away far enough from him. Arias lost his glove trying to make the tag as well, and so did the ball. Now a base hit puts the Mariners in front should it happen off the bat of Dylan Moore. The 1-1 to Demo. Top rail 95 for a strike. It's 1-2. The A's have Sterner warming up in the bullpen should he need to come out for this inning. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive into the gap for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. The Mariners will take the lead. Taveras scores. Dylan Moore checks into second base. And the Mariners have a 6-5 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Come on. Let's go. Clip of NF saying his little woo that's in his songs for sound effect. I need to get... No, what you need? You need Ric Flair saying woo. Ric Flair when he goes, woo! Dylan Moore gaps one. And the Mariners lead in the 8th inning. Some 2-out production by the Mariners, and they just keep on adding on. And here comes Ben Williamson with a chance for more. So Noah Murdock's day is done, and here comes Sterner with Ben Williamson up in the batter's box. We got a pitching change. Well, of course, I just said that. So after being down 5-0 through about 5.5 innings, I think 5 full innings, and finally scoring the top of the 6th, I think. The Attitude Era, can I get a hell yeah? Haven't heard that one. But hell yeah, dude. That's a big hell yeah moment right there. All right, this game ain't over yet. The A's have shown some grit in this game so far. I don't remember where the order left off. I think it was Brent Rooker that was the last guy to lead off. So it'd be 4, 5, and 6 for the A's in the bottom of the 8th. So here comes Ben Williamson to face Sterner, now on the mound. Dylan Moore at second base. Mariners are 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position. With a chance for more. With Moore at second base. Here comes Ben Williamson. First pitch swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher Pareda, 0-1. The 0-1 Williamson. Fastball center cut. A little elevated. Called a strike. Quickly 0-2. Sterner, 17 games, 0 ERA, 0.00, 23 strikes and 9 breaking balls. Or bases on balls, walks. My apologies. The 0-2 to Williamson. Strike 3 called. Outer edge, but the damage is done. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mariners lead 6-5. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Mariners and 5 runs on 9 hits for the A's. Now going into the bottom of the 8th. A's are down to their final 6 outs as it stands right now. This where it gets real dicey now. That was 13 years ago when King Corbin was a young guy just starting out wrestling. Corey Taylor was at his event. Corbin got in Corey's face, and we'll read the rest in a little bit. The Mariners' series winning streak is in the balance as of now. Mariners hold on to win this game. It'll be their 9th straight series win. Mouthed someone off. Corey pimp slapped him and damn near knocked Corbin off his feet. Nice, dude. Who's pitching? Is it still Bizzardo? I believe it is. Whew. Edward Bizzardo still on the mound for the Mariners. Pitching with a 1-run lead now. He's going to face Miguel Andujar 4, 5, and 6. Andujar with an RBI single back in the first. Shows bunt. Takes a breaking ball high for a strike. Top rail. That's where I get nervous now. The 0-1 to Andujar. Swinging a line drive up the middle, but caught by Dylan Moore. Great catch up the middle by Dylan Moore, and he's just showing it all out there. That was a liner up the middle, and Dylan Moore snags it, saving a base hit. 1 down. Dylan Moore can't help but kind of just smirk out there. Almost allowed to leave his feet for a catch like that, but he stays upright. Steals a base hit from Andujar. So now we're going to have a pitching change to face back-to-back lefties in Bleday and I believe Brown. No, Bleday and Butler. My apologies. Gabe Spire, the lefty's coming out. We got a pitching change. Video, you can watch it, but I'll find it. Nothing a quick YouTube search can't fix. I'll take a picture of you of what you mentioned, and I'll look at it later as the game goes down. No, the stream went down. I gotta fix it. Just look up YouTube. Corey Taylor slaps King/Barry Corbin. All right, we'll take a picture of that then. Bingo. I'll watch that after the game when I get an opportunity. As the stream went down, so we're going to have to hold tight for a second. But it's a pitching change, so I'm not missing anything as of now. Mariners trying to hold on to a one-run lead. Back-to-back lefties for Gabe Spire. Coming up here shortly. So here comes Gabe Spire. Perfect timing for me to get back on the stream. But he'll face J.J. Bleday and Lawrence Butler. The 5 and 6 hitters, both lefties. Gabe Spire lefty himself. First pitch, swing and a miss, and up and in fastball. 0-1. Bleday had a 2-run double back in the first inning off of Brian Wu, which capped off the 3-run inning for the A's in the first. And the 0-1. Outside corner called a strike, 0-2. Gabe Spire trying to lock this down to go to the 9th. The 0-2. Swing and a fly ball out to center field. Julio has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. 2 down. 3 pitches to get Bleday, and here comes Lawrence Butler, the biggest challenge of the night. He homered off Brian Wu back in, I believe, the 4th inning to give the A's a 4-0 lead. It was a first pitch home run, center cut fastball. So he's 1 for 2 with a walk and a home run. First pitch to Butler. So swing out to center field. Julio has it measured, and he makes the catch. An easy inning in relief for Gabe Spire. We go to the top of the 9th. Mariners have a 1-run lead. Where's my innings? Top, boom, boom. This game's over and getting caught up on my news of the day, and then getting ready for the Royals, making dinner. I'm making grilled chicken toasted bistro-style sandwiches and pub chips. Nice. Ooh, fun fact. I should tell you this. This summer, I'm going to Seattle. I go up there every summer to visit family in Washington. We have a family reunion. There's about 20 plus of us there in the house, all at once. It's a crazy. It's a good time. My grandparents live on a lake. It's beautiful. About an hour out from Seattle. And on July 3rd, I'm going to be going to the Mariners game in Seattle at T-Mobile Park to face the Kansas City Royals. Your Kansas City Royals, my friends. So that'll be a very fun game to watch. I won't be, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be having any streams like this here. Of course, I'll be up and watching. I'm not going to bring my computer because that's too much of a tolerant ask. But I will be watching the Mariners games and whatnot. But going to see the Royals in Seattle will be a very fun game. The Royals are always tough for us to play against, so I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a night game, a Friday or a Thursday night game for the Mariners on the day before the 4th of July. Oh, I forgot to. Would love to see the Mariners at least get another run in insurance like they did last night. After Cal Raleigh's 2 RBI double, or 2 RBI single, sorry, Dylan Moore was able to get a sac fly and give the Mariners one more run of insurance. But here comes J.P. Crawford in the top of the order. So 1, 2, and 3 for the Mariners. Crawford, Polanco, and Julio Rodriguez as Holman is on the mound for the A's. J.P. Crawford 1 for 4 with a single. Upped his hitting streak to 14 games. And the first pitch to J.P. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball 85 over the middle of the plate. Little early swing by J.P. The 0-1 pitch to JP. Swinging a little looper fly ball into right field. Butler battling the sun, and he makes the catch, 1 down. Here comes Jorge Polanco to double back in the 7th. 1 for 4 today so far. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. One 0 pitch to Polanco is swung on. Found another breaking ball that time. So 1-1 now to Jorge Polanco. Holman, the pitcher on the mound, trying to lock down the top of the 9th. The 1-1 swung on a ground ball right to the second baseman Urias. Throws on the first in time, 2 down. Jorge Polanco, 1 for 5 today. Definitely not his most productive game. But he had the double earlier, so it's not like he went hitless. And here comes Julio. Hopefully Munoz is available today because he did go a very lengthy game in game 1 of this series. Vargas closing it out yesterday. His first MLB save. And here comes Julio. First pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike. The man reaches the bottom of the 9th, and we'll go to the top of the order in Jacob Wilson, I should add. And the 0-1 to Julio. Takes inside. Low and inside. 1-1 now. The 1-1 to Julio. Swinging it over the shortstop Wilson's head for a base hit. Julio reaches his second single of the day. 2-out single. Gives a chance to Cal Raleigh. Oops, didn't hit. Little broken bat single just high enough to get over the reach of Jacob Wilson. Shoots it into front of left field, into the left fielder, Seth Brown. Cal 0 for 3 so far with a walk and a run scored off that Rowdy Tellez 3-run shot that brought the Mariners within a run. Back in the 6th inning. First pitch to Cal. Swinging a ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Julio is going to hold at second base, so 2 swings and 2 hits for the Mariners. And here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. Because Randy got lifted earlier for Mastrobuoni. Now the Mariners have 2 on and 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning with a chance to add on. You get a plane ticket hotel, game ticket hotel, and a rental car anytime. I'd be there. That's all the extra fun money is tied up in. You would let a friend to see. Go from there. But hey, I feel you, man. Yeah, I go to a game in Seattle every year, at least once a year, near the end of the game, near the end of the month of June and early July. Shakespeare in the Park along with my mother and sister. Hey, man, Use that money, dude. Spend time with your loved ones and stuff like that. I feel you. First pitch to Mastrobuoni. Whoa. A breaking ball entirely in the strike zone in the lower outside corner. Rule the ball. That wasn't even close to a borderline pitch. That was entirely in the strike zone. Miles Mastrobuoni catches a break. Mastrobuoni is 0 for 0 with a run because he pinch ran and came around to score to tie the game. Trying to get some insurance runs. The 1-0. Swinging a fly ball out to left field. Foul. Into the seats. A fan made a catch. Good catch by the fan. No bobble or nothing. Made a barehanded catch. So 1-1 out of Mastrobuoni. Mastrobuoni had 2 extra base hits yesterday. One of them off a lefty, which scored a run in the second. And then another one off of a little bit of an interesting play. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 94 over the heart of the plate. What a generous call, home plate. Oh, gee, it was a very generous call. He'd be out on strikes right now if he didn't get that call. Love to see Mastrobuoni get into one here because Julio can score from second easily on a single. And with 2 outs, they'll be moving on contact. The 1-2 check back to second base. Kind of holds Julio there. He doesn't throw over. But it is in disengagement. Cal at first, Julio at second base. 2 outs, 2 on. 1-2 count to Mastrobuoni here in the top of the 9th inning. A's are now down 5-6 to the Mariners. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Even a walk here would work for Rowdy Tellez. That would bring him up. The 2-2 to Mastrobuoni. Swinging a ground ball right to the third baseman, and Duar steps on the bag at third for the final out. Oh, I'm not complaining either. So we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. No wiggle room for Andres Munoz to lock this game down. Thankfully, though, he'll be coming in. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Mariners up 6-5. A's down to their final 3 outs with the bottom of the order coming up. Yeah, I would love to get Munoz a 1-2-3 inning. So final game of the series here. You win the game, you win the series. Mariners looking to extend their series winning streak to 9 games with Andres Munoz on the mound for the Mariners. A comeback so far for the Mariners. Mariners were down 5-0. They've crawled their way back to take a 6-5 lead, and they're 3 outs away from securing this game and the series. So 7, 8, and 9 for the Mariners to work with here. Andres Munoz, 17 games, 0.00 ERA in 17 innings, and 23 Ks and 8 walks. 12 for 13 in save opportunities. And here's Luis Urias, the second baseman. 0 for 3 today so far. The first pitch to Urias. Misses away with a fastball, 98 miles per hour, ball 1. Luis Urias struck out on a foul tip his last time up. The 0-1 to Urias. Swing and a miss. A slider just dies on him. It's 1-1. And Arias calls for time. Yep, he calls for time. Munoz was in his stretch, or he was kind of in his set a little bit. Now he's ready. Beats the call from Cal. The 1-1. Strike on the inner edge. In off the plate, but called a strike. It's 1-2. Umpire's been calling consistently on the inner half of that, on the inner part of that plate. 98 miles per hour on the gun that time, the fastball. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Mastrobuoni gets up on the ball. And a leadoff single with the tying run coming to the plate. The tying run is at first base now. Tried to go outside that time. It was 99 down the middle. And Arias didn't miss it. He's got his first hit of the day. The tying run's at the plate. Leadoff single for Seth Brown now, the lefty. Seth Brown 1 for 3 on the day so far. You would love a ground ball to Dylan Moore here. That's where it gets dicey. And Max Schumann's going to be running now for the A's. Maybe trying to get a stolen base in there. Langeliers is now on deck, the power catcher. First pitch to Brown. Outside, breaking ball for ball 1. Now, Langeliers on deck terrifies me. You want to get him with the bases empty. You might want to hopefully get a double play here. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Changeup gets him swinging that time over the middle of the plate. It's 1-1. Or a slider that time, my apologies. Some crazy movement way early on the swing. 1-1 to Seth Brown. Here it comes. Outside. Mariners trying to hold on to a 1-run lead and win the series. The 2-1. Swing and a foul tip. Strike 2. Love to get him here. Seth Brown, the 2-2. The 2-2. Takes low. It's full count now. Cal's able to keep it in front of him, hold the runner at first. Brown 1 for 3 on the day so far. Biggest pitch so far. You got to get him here. The 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on the outside breaking ball. Would have been a strike nonetheless. There's 1 out. And here comes the biggest at-bat so far the year for the Mariners in Shea Langeliers. Instead of the backup catcher Pareda, it's the power hitter Shea Langeliers. He homered his first game in the series. Didn't get any such luck yesterday, but has a chance to win this game for the A's as Cal comes out for a talk. And then Jacob Wilson will come up, should there not be a double play. But a double play would be absolutely massive for the Mariners. So you want a ground ball. It's righty on righty, thankfully. So Munoz has a little more help with that. First pitch is Langeliers. Well outside 99, 1-0. Langeliers has grounded into 4 double plays this year. That's top of the pack for the A's team in double play ground balls. The 1-0. Outer edge for a strike. Breaking ball. Slider catches the corner. 1-1. Jacob Wilson on deck. The 1-1 to Langeliers. At the knees, call the ball. 99 on the corner. Not even on the corner, on the bottom rail. Mostly in the strike zone. Goes the A's way. Another tough pitch. Called Called very poorly by the home plate umpire. And now it's 2-1 instead of 1-2. That was completely a strike in the bottom rail. 1 out, 1 on. The 2-1. Swinging a pop-up. Skied out to left field. Mastroboni has it measured. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Critical second out there. And here comes Jacob Wilson, Mr. Contact. He is 4 for 4 on the day so far. Max Schumann at first base. And if the A's want anybody at the plate, it's probably this guy as of now. He's 4 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 singles. Got an RBI back in the first, and he came around to score the same inning. Biggest at-bat so far. 2 outs, 1 on. Ooh, almost tore my headphones out of my computer. Power versus contact. Jacob Wilson, second in the league in batting average, batting .359 after his 4-hit day today, and with a chance for another. First pitch to Wilson, swinging a foul ball, 100, 0-1. Wilson has only struck out 6 times all year. Facing Andres Munoz. Wilson, the 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss! Nothing in 2. The A's are down to their final strike. Slider that time just drops off the table. Tying run at first base. Winning run is at the plate and Jacob Wilson. The 0-2. Check swing doesn't go. Ball skips away from Cal. Appeal does not work. Does not go. It's 1-2. Runner stays put at first base. Purpose pitch there. Tried to get him with the slider again, but maybe missed his spot a little bit. Kind of overthrew it. Wilson won game 1 with a walk-off single. The 1-2. Strike 3 called! A breaking ball fools him, and the Mariners win this game 6-5. An incredible come-from-behind win, and Munoz locks it down, and the Mariners have won their 9th straight series. What a ball game, and what a perfect pitch to lock him up with, I believe, a slider that started way up and dropped back in for strike 3, and the Mariners just won a hell of a ball game. Mariners were down 5-0 in the 6th, and they came all the way back and won it, and they take this series from the A's in Sacramento. Oh my goodness. What a ball game. Now I got to get going relatively right now, so I got to take my dad somewhere. But man, what a ball game. Shows you this team does not ever give up. And that's one hell of a way to close out a series and a series win. Oh my Lord. Gonna fix the scoreboard here before we head on out of here. As we go to face the Blue Jays Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. On Friday night, as we start a 3-game set against the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Mariners escape with this one with an incredible come from behind win in Sacramento. Appreciate you y'all coming out today. I do plan on streaming next on Friday. So hopefully that should go well. I should be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I hopefully should be able to do that entire series, if anything. So, yeah. Appreciate you guys coming out, especially you, Sam. You're the GOAT, always showing up for these streams. It means the absolute world. Also, my newly appointed moderator. So, hopefully you do a good job. I'm really rooting for you, and I got faith in you. So, I'm going to let you guys go. If you were new and you decided to stop by, I'd appreciate you all coming out. It means a hell of a lot. And, yeah, slowly trying to reach 200 subscribers. Currently at 186, as I just checked right now. And, I'm going to go relax the rest of my night. So, you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Barring anything else, because I don't have anything going on Friday, I don't think. So, yeah, if anything changes, you just won't see me stream. But if I'm here,